Welcome back. NFL Hall of Fame quarterback Steve Young achieved all kinds of success on the football field. Then he faced one of the biggest challenges of his life, figuring out at age 38, what to do next. He spoke this week at the Adobe Summit in Salt Lake City about his successful reinvention.
How do you go from this Hall of Fame quarterback in transition, you're talking about being agile, into Huntsman Gay Global Capital as the managing director, and I read this quote that you said you want to now be known as a private equity guy that used to play ball. Why?
I'm still trying to get over Urkel. I think you just keep going. You know, when I was playing, my dad would constantly say, so when are you going to get a real job? Because this football thing's not going to last.
Even when you were at the Niners?
Well, because,
really?
The average career in football is 3.5 years.
Yeah.
And so my dad's like, look, you've got to be ready to be productive in society. You've got to, and so I went to law school.
Well, yeah.
At BYU. I graduated from law school. I was a part of 3 winning Super Bowl teams while I was in law school at BYU. I'd go every winter semester that started right after the Christmas break. I didn't show up until the Super Bowl was over, early February.
Well, you're too busy winning Super Bowl.
And the teachers didn't care. They didn't like, who's this guy? Get him out. I don't care. And so I had to go pass and get through school because I think I had my dad in my back of my mind. You better be ready to do something else. And so when I retired from football, it's like falling off a cliff. The adrenaline, it takes all of you to be good at this, or to be great at it, or do anything positive in the NFL. It takes every bit of you, spiritually, emotionally, physically, all of it. It's just, you can't recreate 3rd and 7, down by 4 in Texas Stadium. You just can't. 80,000 people screaming, you're on national TV, and 80 million are watching. You're like, that's a unique experience. All of a sudden, it's over at 38 years old. Done. You're one of the better guys in the whole world at something, and then it's done.
Yeah.
The next day you wake up, what are you good at? What are you great at? Nothing. What are you good at? Not much. What are you gonna do? And so I just humbled myself and said, look, I'm going back to school. I'm gonna use my leverage, whatever relationships that I have, experience I had, my law school degree, and just start climbing again. And I surrounded myself with really smart people, found private equity and talking about business owners, owner-entrepreneurs, and what they're going through and building businesses. And I never knew that there were so many common denominators between sports and building businesses. And so when I get across the table from business owners, we speak a language. It's weird. It's like, we're competitors and we talk, and my job at this point is underwriting these managers, these owner-entrepreneurs, because I'm going to buy their company, and I'm not buying their company, I'm buying them. They're the ones. And so I have to look across the table and say, I'm going to invest in you, and I'm going to trust you. And I really look for those same qualities that I look for in the guys that were getting it done on the field. So I find myself, it's a different world, much more sublime and relaxed, and there's no clock, there's no score day to day, which is too bad.
Yeah.
But I'm having lots of fun at it. And we just closed another fund, and I have great partners that are super, super smart, and they let me come along for the ride.
Steve Young in Salt Lake this past week.